Everyone knows the big comedy hits, but what about the ones that flew under the radar? Today, we are diving deep into 15 most underrated comedy movies that deserve way more love. Some of this were box office flops, or some got mixed reviews, and some were just overlooked. So, without further ado, let's get started. The interview. This is one of the most hilarious concepts out there. Two journalists in US get an offer to interview the president of North Korea, Kim Jong Un. And what follows is a series of comedy. First of all, the concept sounds wild, but it's funny as hell. I know it's not for everyone. It's one of the most funniest comedy movies out there. The other guys, YPD detectives, stumble into major case, trying to prove themselves as real cops. Their cluelessness and awkwardness makes this a constant laugh riot. Why you should watch this movie? Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg's oddball partnership is a comedic masterpiece, and the movie's satire on heroism is brilliant. The next one is The Wedding Ringer. The story follows a socially awkward guy. When his wedding arrives, he has no best man or groomsman, so he goes to the Best Man Inc. company. There walks in the character of Kevin Hart. Comedy after it, it's unstoppable. For me, it's a fresh take on the wedding comedy formula, and a genuine laugh with surprising heart. The next one, The Intern. Robert De Niro stars as a widow retired who became an intern in a fashion startup. There he befriends the boss of the company, who is quite smart, upstart. How they both change in this movie is the story of the intern. It's more than a feel good comedy with heart, proving the second chances and new beginnings can be both funny and inspiring. Next one, Euro Trip. After a messy breakup, a teenager and his friend travel across the Europe, leading to ridiculous culture clashes and wild adventures. It's pure someone who loves a teen comedy, and this is the perfect movie. You might have seen the famous meme that this guy becomes the Pope, and yeah, this is from this movie. It's a cult classic. It may not have been a big movie on the release, but it's hilarious. The next one is Ride Along. Pair up the character of Kevin Hart and Ice Cube together. It's a comedic masterclass. The movie is about Kevin Hart, a wannabe cop, trying to prove himself by riding along with his future brother-in-law, played by Ice Cube. What follows is a blend of buddy cop action and comedy. The chemistry between Hart and Cube makes it entertaining. The New Guy. Story is a high school loser reinvents himself at a new school, transforming into coolest kid around. Of course, keeping up the act that leads to plenty of comedic situations. It's a fun underdog story with early 2000s teen comedy charm that deserves more recognition today. The next one is At the Funeral. There are two versions of this, the British one and the American one. You can watch either. This comedy revolves around a dysfunctional family gathering that spirals into a chaos during a funeral. Mistaken identities, secrets, and slapstick humor creates pure comedy gold. It's witty, fast-paced, and shows how even the darkest occasion can turn into a laugh out loud disaster. Next one is The Man from Uncle, a stylish action comedy set during the Cold War, whereas a CIA agent and a KGB operation force to work together. The witty banter, slick visuals, Guy Ritchie's sharp direction, and the lead's chemistry make this an highly entertaining, underrated spy comedy. The next one is Step Brothers. Story is about two shut-in kids, I should say two shut-in adults, still lives with their parents. When these parents marry each other, they become stepbrothers. And what follows, childish antics create some of the funniest, most absurd situations, endlessly quotable, and comedy that only gets funnier the more you watch it. The next one is The Internship. The story is about two middle-aged salesmen who loses their job. In an attempt to get a new job, they join internship at Google. But the thing is, they know nothing about technology. Now they must compete with this tech-savvy new generation, new people to remain up to date and compete in the internship program to land a job. Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson brings a classic buddy comedy charm. The tech culture satire is surprisingly funny. Next one is Absolute Anything. When it comes to comedy, Simon Pegg is one of the top British comedians out there. Simon Pegg stars as a man suddenly given a godlike power by aliens, with Robin Williams voicing his dog. The film explores the hilarious consequences of absolute power mixed with everyday problems. It's silly, charming, and one of the last films that featured Robin Williams' voice of work, making it both funny and special. Next one is Deep Cover. This is a new age comedy out there, and I should say I absolutely love this movie. Before going forward, the basic story of the movie is three comedians go undercover into a drug cartel to expose them under guidance of police. But what follows is comedic misadventures and mishappenings. Yeah, it's an underrated movie. It's not a traditional comedy, but if you are someone like me who loves situational comedy, and this movie is a must watch for you. Next one is Accepted. The story is of an high school reject who literally creates a fake college to trick his parents, but chaos and hilarity follows when in this fake college thousands of people enroll and they get direct admission. What follows is a high school reject managing a college. It's funny, it's absurd, but it's one of the underrated hidden gems out there. It combines goofy humor and positive message about education and self-acceptance. If you believe me, watch this movie. It's my favorite comedy movie out there. The next one is The Great Grimsby. When it comes to this comedy, Sacha Baron Cohen has delivered masterpieces like Borat and The Dictator, but this movie get lost in it. It's a crude and outrageous spy comedy. This movie follows a dim-witted football hooligan who teams up with his long-lost secret agent brother. The result is chaotic action mixed with humor that doesn't hold back. Okay, this is the basic synopsis of the story, but I should say the things that happen in this comedy movie I can't even describe on YouTube. If you are someone who loves a dark humor like Borat and Dictator, then this is the perfect movie for it. Then that is it for the list. Please comment down your favorite underrated comedy movie and which of these movies are you gonna add next in your list. Now for the people who remain till the last, a special comedy movie for you. The Valet 2006. It's a French movie. It's a non-English movie. If you're someone who loves a good situational comedy, then this is a classic masterpiece out there. I know it's not as good as some of the movies over here, but if you love a good situational comedy, then this is a must watch for you. And that is it for the list. This is Random AF signing